In Irish mythology, Imbolc was one of the four main Celtic festivals of the year, along with Bealtaine, Lunasa, and Samhain. Imbolc is a festival celebrated on February 1st, marking the beginning of spring. The festival is associated with the Goddess Brigid, a deity of poetry, healing, and smithcraft. The people of ancient Ireland eagerly awaited Imbolc, as it marked the end of winter and beginning of the season of growth and renewal. They honoured Brigid, who was said to have the power to bring warmth to the land and healing to the sick. Brigid was a beloved goddess, known for her kindness and generosity. She was said to visit homes during Imbolc, bringing blessings of fertility and prosperity. People would leave out offerings of food and drink for her, hoping to receive her favour. Brigid was also associated with the arts, particularly poetry and music. She was said to have a gift for storytelling, and her followers would often gather around to hear her tales. Another aspect of Brigid's power was her connection to the land. She was said to be able to control the elements, bringing rain or sunshine as needed. Her presence was felt most strongly in the fields, where she would ensure a bountiful harvest. Imbolc was a time of great celebration, and the people of ancient Ireland looked forward to it each year. They knew that with Brigid's blessings, they would have a successful spring and a prosperous year ahead. And so the festival of Imbolc continues to this day, honouring Brigid and celebrating the coming spring. It reminds us that even in the darkest days of winter, there is always hope for renewal and growth. It is worth noting that Brigid's importance did not end with Irish mythology. With the arrival of Christianity to Ireland, Brigid was transformed into Saint Brigid, who became one of Ireland's most beloved saints. Many of the traditions associated with Imbolc were carried over into the Christian celebration of St. Brigid's Day, which is still celebrated on February 1st. St. Brigid was said to have been born around the same time as the Goddess Brigid, and was said to have inherited her powers of healing and blessing. St. Brigid became a symbol of hope and comfort to the people of Ireland, who saw in her the same qualities of kindness, generosity, and compassion that they had admired in the Goddess Brigid. Her shrines and holy wells continue to draw pilgrims to this day, as people seek her blessings of fertility, health, and prosperity. Many of these were also shrines to the Goddess Brigid in pre-Christian Ireland. The question of whether the Goddess Brigid and Saint Brigid are the same is a matter of interpretation and debate. Some people see Saint Brigid as a Christian adaptation or redressing of the older pagan deity, while others view her as a distinct figure in her own right. It is clear that many of the attributes and roles traditionally associated with the Goddess Brigid were also associated with Saint Brigid. This may suggest that some aspects of the older pagan religion were incorporated into the veneration of Saint Brigid in order to make Christianity more appealing and accessible to the people of Ireland, to make it easier for the Church to convert what they considered a pagan people to Christianity. Overall, the relationship between the Goddess Brigid and Saint Brigid is a complex issue that continues to be debated by scholars and enthusiasts of Irish mythology and history. It is worth noting that in 1969 there was a revision of the Roman Catholic calendar. As part of this revision, the Church removed many saints' feast days from the universal calendar, including Saint Brigid's. This means that her feast day is no longer universally celebrated in the Catholic Church on February 1st, but it is still celebrated in Ireland and has become a national bank holiday for the first time in 2023. However, the removal of her feast day from the Catholic Church's calendar does not affect St. Brigid's status as a saint. Many saints' feast days have been added or removed from the Catholic Church's calendar over the centuries, but their statuses as saints remains unchanged. And so the story of Imbolc and Brigid continues to live on in Irish culture, connecting the ancient traditions of Celtic Ireland with the Christian faith that came later, and reminds us that the power of renewal and growth is present in all things.